Recently, I was on a podcast with leadership coach Andy Vasili. I thought I was going to be talking about coaching or good questions or listening. And Andy and I have had a few conversations. He's a wonderful guy. And he said to me, Jim, how do you measure your life? How do you know you're living a good life? I was like, Andy, I thought we were going to talk about listening, technical skills of coaching. I didn't think I was going to be talking about what matters in my life. And I think my response to him was that for me, life is about living consistently with your principles to get clear on what matters. And as Parker Palmer says, and others have said, to live an undivided life where my external reality reflects my internal beliefs. I mean, I probably violate my beliefs every day. And I strive to live a life of integrity where the inside and the outside are in harmony, or what I do outside reflects my inside. I say other people's voices matter, that other people should know that I want what's best for them, and I get offended, or I don't listen well, or I do all kinds of ways in which I violate my principles. Does that mean I'm living a miserable life? Does that mean I'm not living up to the standard I want? And here's what I think about this. Two things. The first thing is that we shouldn't be defined by what we've done in the past. We shouldn't define the quality of our life by all the things, the mess ups, and we have a tendency to see things negatively, not so positively when we look back, as Kristen Neff says when she talks about self-criticism versus self-compassion. But what happened in the past, and in fact how people define us from the past, is irrelevant. What matters is this minute right here, this person right here, this conversation right now, this person in front of me, this 1 minute with this person at the checkout in the grocery store, or my spouse, or my good friend, or my friend who's suffering. This moment right now matters. That's it. Doesn't matter what the future brings. Doesn't matter what the past is. It's how can I do this right now? And maybe I can't live my principles all the time, but life is too complex for that to happen anyway. But in the moment, I can do my best. And then, if I have a lot of those moments, I'll be happy with the way I live my life. Second thing I would say is that the truest thing about us, as my friend Charlotte Osterman says, is not the negative thing about us. It's not the worst thing about us. The truest thing about us is the best thing about us. And life is about striving to live into that best part of your life. And so, if I live these moments fully, if I do my best to live with integrity in the moment, if I screw up, there's another moment coming. And the more moments I have where I'm living with integrity and not letting my past and not letting other people's stories about me, but just living authentically in the moment, the more I do that, the closer I get to living to the truest version of my life, and the truest version of me is the best version of me.